Hi folks, I committed a cardinal sin. I forgot that the painting under this was an oil painting. I thought it was acrylic. So I've gone over the acrylic, no, an oil painting. I've gone over it with I don't know what that is. I think it's a burnt sienna acrylic. But it seems to be quite stable, so I'm going to use this for demonstration after all. So no, I did a tutorial yesterday, excuse me, coughing there, based on a previous one, and I gave quite a bit of information on it, but they've still, it still invited questions on YouTube, so my basic palette here is a yellow ochre, a red, cadmium red, a bright red, bit of burnt sienna, ultramarine of course. I use the artist quality one because I've got some of that. And burnt sienna down here, and some Payne's grey. I don't include Payne's grey as a colour, it's a sort of a black. But it mixes very well with the yellows and the blues to make a nice subdued grey, blue-grey. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours. Most of my landscapes are from that palette, that colour range. I couldn't get many more on my bit of MDF panel. Now I was also asked about MDF. I buy my MDF from Wessex Frames. They're a firm over in Leatherhead. My daughter-in-law gets them for me. They're about, I get about 8, or probably a few less now, 7 or 8, 3 foot by 4 foot, quite big, 3mm sizes, and for £25. Which I don't consider to be extortion. Somebody mentioned that wouldn't pay that price, but I don't think I didn't give the price of them. But or the size, he was probably thinking of a small panel, and a dozen small panels would be quite expensive. But the buying it 4 foot by 3 foot, or 3 foot by 4 foot, it's very good. It's easy to cut on another bit of hardboard underneath, which I use as a cutting board, but I have to do it on the floor because I've got no room on my tables to do it. And the stuff that I'm using at the moment, I don't know how varied the MDF is from wherever you buy it, but one side is very smooth, the other side is a little bit softer. And when you put some PVA glue or some acrylic primer on it, it lifts up, as it dries, it lifts up the surface and you get a lovely tooth. It's very, very good and I love it. Any other things, any other questions I can answer? Oh yeah, style. Somebody was saying that beginners, or not fairly new and a bit tempted to do oil painting, or they make mistakes in it. And, excuse me, they blame it on inexperience and so on. Style comes with years of practice. I've got my own style. I don't copy any of the other styles. I'm tempted to sometimes when I see a bit of squarish landscape, but I do what I do and I don't worry about style and things like that now. Style, that is something that comes with time and perseverance. Believe you me, if you think you're going to learn this in a few paintings, you won't. You'll get discouraged. So my advice to you is to begin and continue. I also do a lot of, as you know, acrylic paintings, which I love, but they're totally different. But they're both extremely enjoyable. So I've got this large panel. It's about 20 by 16 inches. I'm not metric. I'm imperial. You can see the painting that I did underneath that. So I'm going to use, I don't use my lovely worn out brushes, but I'm going to use this one that Alan Lyon sent me, you know, all know Alan, for watercolours. Fabulous painter, lovely man. I tried to contact him yesterday, but he was out. I think his wife is in hospital or care, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm using a bit of liquid in there, in my beer can. I brew my own beer. I don't drink a lot of it. I share it really with visitors who come. And right, so I'm going to do I think I'll have a lower horizon. I like low horizons, big skies. Well, let's just start. So let's have a bit of white, bit of blue, bit of that artist quality, blue. I'm going to have to, this is going to kill me. I've got a really bad neck at the moment, and it's all brought on from painting. I've had that periodically for years. And now, in fact, I hope that sticks. Right, plenty of paint, plenty of, what else have? Just put some paint on and refine it later. Don't get bogged down on painting a single cloud here and getting that finished before you go to the next one. Work over the whole board. But also you've got to remember that I change my mind from time to time. I'm entitled to do that. Oh, let's get some of that blue in there. We can paint into that with a warmer colour. Now it's really stretching. This is quite a big board, and I'm trying to film it at the same time. So it would be better if it was upright. But I've got to suit the camera, which is lovely. Let's get in a bit of burnt sienna. Well, I'm not worried about detail, or we don't use detail, we don't use that word, texture. I was asked about did I use a medium. I said, well, yes, I do, because it would take ages to cover this with stiff paint. So I use a bit of linseed, perhaps a bit of liquid, or a fast drying oil. I've got both. Oh, lovely. This brush has got a real point, so I'm just going to smooth that off. Yeah, off a bit. Right, I have a hole in my hand. That's better. There we go. Alright, carry on with the burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is a lovely mixer with the titanium white. That's all I've got, titanium. It's the only one I ever use. But that doesn't mean to say you have to use it. Right, we've got a big hole there, we've got to fill that, so I put that in with a bit of sienna. I've got paintings on my wall oil paintings that I did 25, 30 years ago. Little ones. Right, let's just blend all that. And we'll wait for that to dry off a bit. And go somewhere else. I'm going to go down here and get that get the background to the horizon, and then I'm going to paint into that. With oil, well, you can change it at any time you like. The ground colour is coming through. Right, I'll get my toothbrush will be honest, looking a bit mouldy now. Look, it's getting a bit rough. Right, we'll put that aside. Don't know what it was. It's not a hake. It's a 30mm. Oh, I'm not metric, am I? 1.25 inch. But the hairs have all sort of matted. So maybe that was not a good one to use. I have many others, and having told you that if you're starting, don't buy so many brushes, because you won't use them. Oh, well, there we are. That's quite a reasonable nick. The hog hair varnish brush, Pro Art. That one. So my trees. This could be a tutorial on trees in a landscape. Now, do we want winter trees, autumn trees? We just paint some trees, just put them on. So for that, I'm going to use mainly the red, the blue, and the yellow. Okay, plenty of red, like a bit of red. So let's we can refine these. Let's put a bit of burnt sienna in with that. And you just by touching, you can get some trees. Sort of another meadow, but on a larger scale. Now that will dry, the field not dry, but it will go tacky after a few minutes. And we can come down here with a nice bit of tree. Come down here. So we've got a bit of tree coming down in there. So we've got a bit of dark green, Payne's grey. Dark, and I want some more dark. A bit dark with the red. Now that's far too even, isn't it? Right, okay, I'm going to try to leave out detail. Right, let's start a bit of texturing. When I finish, I'm going to paint down into those trees, but I reckon we can get in with some meadowy colour. Look, push the brush. bit of yellow ochre mixed in with that white. So a bit of grey. No, do like that. Put a bit of a path in there. We can put some figures in there. I love landscapes. I love painting what I do. I occasionally put buildings in. I do if I do like a sea scene, coastal scene. Put in those fishermen's cottages from Brittany, which are very, very attractive. So that's all shadow. Some dark on there, and then counterchange that with some light the other side. Clean the brush. And the light coming through there, so let's get a bit of that greeny light. So I'll put some air back in these. Right, we'll do that with a bit of light paint. Never sure what colour to do these paths. Bit of ochre. And we'll put in some right, well, we're getting somewhere. Right, so we've got the shape of the bush there, really. So we'll call it a bush. Right, but I want to create the whole lot with texture rather than what we call detail. Very cold day today in the UK. We're in London, or suburbs of London. Right, let's get back to that sky now then. Right, a bit of oil, bit of this, bit of that. Page grey, we'll knock that down a bit. Ooh, nearly broke the brush. These brushes, the bristles end there, and the handle goes in about there, so you've got a huge space in between. And so eventually the ferrule, that's the metal bit, comes off. So I just bang a couple of pins in just to clip the end of the handle. Right, okay, here we go. Let's get some nice. Yeah, I'm just not thinking about this. I'm just banging it in. So we need some nice light underneath that. I was really pleased with the sky that I got with the little one I did yesterday. Oh, no, it wasn't a little one, it was 16 by 12, wasn't there? Right, a bit of Payne's grey. Oh, a little bit of red in there. I do like burnt sienna. Just softens. Well, no, you don't have to soften that. Do the hard. Just get a bit of softness in there, or maybe I don't like that, so change it. Yeah, I was 1 degree when I got my little micro this morning. Just mixing Payne's grey with a bit of ultramarine. Now that ground colour is showing through. Can leave that. Right. Oh, well, we've got sky coming. Just get a bit of impasto, well, salt, there's impasto there. Well, I'll go back to that. That's coming on. I'm quite pleased with that now. I need to get some texture in this big bush here, showing that light. Oh, let's have a bit of this. Oh no. Don't think I like that cadmium, that chrome yellow now. I've been raving about it for ages, but alright, okay, let's get a lighter colour. Bit of air. No, too light. Not liking that. Well, let's get some darker stuff in there. Getting desperate now. See where you lose it. Lost and found. Quite like that colour. Trouble is the paint's mixing on the palette now. I mean on the board. Right. That's a bit of a mess, this wood, isn't it? Well, let's scrape it off, some of that off. All right, okay. Give a sky brush and come down with that. Clean the brush. They don't always go to plan, you know. Right, that's looking better already. Bit of pastel again. So we have a low horizon I mean, well, we won't put such a big bush in there, it sort of ruined it. But only temporarily. You're the master when you're doing your painting. Just try to cover up all that green underneath. Just like a bit of that breaking through. We're a bit ready with that, I think. Right, we've got a bit of a background in that, I think. Just Payne's grey, bit of ultramarine. Right, okay, now we're rolling. We'll get that push in there now. There'll be quite a bit of burnt sienna in there. Right. Good in there. The Payne's grey is lovely. bit of paint, bit of that burnt yellow with some Payne's grey. I'll just put in a bit of texturing in here. A bit of ochre. Right, now we've got to get that shadow. A bit of warm shadow, a bit of red. Right, okay, now then. Figures. It's a very messy business for oil painting. Red. So a little bit of white on there. I'm not very good at figures, but they're just there to give you an idea that oops, a second. But my take on Impressionism, I sort of love doing these sort of pictures. Oh, so we can just get a bit of a texture in there. Well, for me, Impressionism is all about creating a mood from a... Oh, let's got a bit of a hat on there. So a tree, it's just not, it's leaving out the detail. Just to suggest something. So they're a bit too clinical, but if I put a bit of detail, some texture in there, create an impression of grass without painting everything about it. It's what you leave out in an impression, I think. Just knock that a bit. Okay. Now you'll see that I'm not pushing any twigs or branches or anything. I'm leaving that out so that the viewer can put it in themselves. Not that this will ever see the light of day, it's a demonstration. Alright, now we've got a light coming over there, so let's put it in. Catching a bit of light. Okay, so I'll put that in a frame. So bear with me with my dirty hands. I've got a penny on. Always use a penny. Right, it's okay now. Got to move that one. I've got any room on my table. Right. Okay. Now, bear in mind that this was a different painting underneath. Now, I don't know whether that's the coating I gave it will settle that. I think it will. I'm just banging in some pins. Oops. Oh, that was bent. For those of you that have been following me for some time, you might remember I did some abstracts recently. One was quite a colourful one. Well, I sold that, and somebody's going to pick it up later this afternoon. See, the thing about abstracts, I found out when I used to display my work in galleries in London, mainly Hayes Galleria. That one slid down on the board. Got it. One more. Right, okay. Oh. Right, let's take my board out. I think if I move the camera over, and then we can, I can't come out more than that, because it's quite a bit, well, if I move my camera back, well, I'll just raise the back of it. Oh, kills my fingers. Oh. I use pliers to do that. Right. Now I can come back a bit further, but I can't zoom out any more than that. That way. That way. I'm nearly in my watercolour. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. Right, okay, well, more or less there. Got the washing area in view. Let's see. Oh no, it's the wrong way again. I'm going around the bend here. Oh well, that'll have to do. No, wrong. Well, that's the best I'm going to do with that. So I hope you like it. It's very impressionist. It's just, it's all just suggestion. I quite like the cloud and a bit of the background. But anyway, let me know what you think. I hope you like it. Sorry about the mucking about. Right, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.